And we are live somewhere on the YouTubes, on the Twitch, and various other places. Just trying to
What up,
find.
Waddle?
What up, Chris Holowicki? How you doing, son?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. So tell us, what is the latest from Chicago?
Uh, shit. Not a whole lot. Things seem to be calming down. It seems to be getting less hectic and stuff
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
when it comes to riots and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing really made it out to my neck of the woods out in the west suburbs.
Yeah.
It was I mean, they smashed up a Best Buy by me. And I saw a couple other stores people try to break into, like my buddy, him and his wife run this like weed doctor's office,
Yeah.
but and they could give you the prescription
Yeah. 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 So then you can
for
go off and
weed.
get your weed. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's cheaper for medical patients. So
Gotcha.
I
Gotcha.
could go in there, even though weed's legal here. I can go in there, spend $200, and then
Mm-hmm.
get cheaper weed. But I haven't been buying it through these dispensaries or anything.
Have you been
But
doing it criminally, Chris? Have you been buying it illegally?
and just the system wasn't broken. um, but yeah, I drove by their place and one of their windows was smashed in right around the time that
Mm-hmm.
all the shit was going down, and I'm like, these idiots, they don't carry any weed there, so whoever did that must have left pretty disappointed.
Yeah.
There's no weed at the place.
Can't get your weed, yo. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I just want to say that we are live on Twitch and on YouTube, and we should be live. Yes, we are on Twitters. We are coming
Excellent.
live to three places.
We're live on Twitter right now.
Yes, we are, son.
I should set up my restream to do that too. It goes onto my Facebook page, my personal Facebook, but
Oh yeah, yeah. Because you can't. You have to pay extra to restream to stream directly to your Facebook profile. You know, your like business
yeah,
page.
but nobody goes on that thing anyway. Nobody. Drunken Atheist Studios very little presence on
On the Facebooks.
yeah,
Fair. I use
or Twitter for that matter.
Fair enough. I'm just a
Shit,
tweet.
even on my old YouTube channel, not a lot of action going on.
Well,
I
that's
just passed.
disappointing. What are you on now? What's your sub count, mate?
I'm up to I think 810.
Oh,
I had a little burst of maybe like 10 people after I guested on a I Hypocrites show over on
mm-hmm.
his channel. I got a few from there, and then I was like at 794, and then I just posted to my fucking Facebook friends. I'm like, hey, add me on fucking YouTube. And I got like 16 people, 15, 16 people from that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, there we go. I'm well over 800. A
Well,
lot of times I'll like jump up 5 and then it'll drop down 2. And
mm-hmm.
then I don't know. It's weird. Weird.
So, talking about I Hypocrite, how was that? Why were you invited on? Tell us about that.
Well, I sent him like a Facebook message in the middle of the night,
Mm-hmm.
ranting and raving and asking to be on. So then he said, okay.
Really?
Yeah, well, me and LP, we've been friends for a while. Probably like we've been internet friends for probably like 4 or 5 years
Oh wow.
now. Yeah, there was the way that we met. There was something where Daisy Ridley shut down somebody on Instagram
Right.
um, because they posted a picture that actually LP made, and it was in one of his articles.
Yeah.
Um, saying something sarcastic about that was sort of taken as uh, body shaming
Mm-hmm.
Daisy Ridley, but it was like from a satire article taken contextually from this Instagram user who reposted it. But it turns out that the girl who Daisy Ridley shut down, and the girl shut down her Instagram account. There was speculation that she was just a non-English speaking, just a Star Wars fan of
Mm-hmm.
Rey, and her whole Instagram was meant to like post pictures of Rey.
Right.
So then Daisy Ridley ran her off the internet. So
Ooh.
and there was also speculation the girl was also mentally challenged as well. I don't know exactly what all happened, but it was a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
So then there was a bunch of news articles written about how Daisy Ridley was standing up to bullies on Instagram.
Yeah.
But then LP wrote an article for iHypocrite telling the real story about how that was his image, and I think that article is called I made a meme so dank it caused Daisy Ridley to run a retarded girl off the internet. And so I was on Facebook and I saw some journalist, or no, I just saw some article about the thing and they had the information wrong. And I jumped into the comments section and I said, "You guys are running bullshit. This is what really happened." And I shared LP's article. So then the author of the journalist, he comments back at me on Facebook. He's like, "Oh my gosh, thanks for bringing this to my attention. I'm going to update the article now." And it was like a bigger newspaper. I forget what it was, but apparently that brought a lot of traffic over to iHypocrite. Because I had somebody correct because they used his article with the word retarded in the title. I was surprised that it was kind of like, wow, this guy is actually pretty good. He's not writing a
hit piece
a hit piece on, or no, not. It seems like good journalism. Like, I'm not sure if you approached a lot of these journalists who write little articles about all this culture war stuff or whatever, they wouldn't update their articles. They just ignore you. So I was like, I was surprised that happened. I may be getting a couple of details a little off. It was a long time ago, but that's pretty much how I got on the channel, is that we've been buddies for a few years.
So basically you harassed him a couple of days ago, and he thought, you know what, to shut him up, I'll bring him on, yeah.
Well, yeah, it was just that all this. Did you watch it, by the way?
I watched bits of it.
How do you think I was?
I thought you were great, mate. You're always great, you know. You should do more streams and get out there more. That's one of the reasons I wanted to bring you on today.
You know, I
exposed to the world.
I obsessively, for the few days after it came out, I kept on going back and looking at the comments and the like-dislike ratio. And I think for the most part, people thought I was okay. But a lot of the things, as always, when I'm trying to say things, they don't come out right, or I forget what I'm talking about and trail off in another direction. So it's hard for me to see it without cringing the whole time.
Yeah.
So I hope I did. I don't know. I bet it was fine.
We have a new follower over on the Twitch. Hello, Charlie. Welcome to the party. What was the other thing I was going to... Yeah, because bringing you on was I wanted to get you some more exposure and whatnot. And you're getting out there on iHypocrite's channel, which was great to see you there. And
yeah, that was cool.
It definitely was. You should definitely make like... I was going to ask you, have you seen that World War II movie? About I think, or was it World War One?
Is it the one where it's like supposed to be like it looks like a continuous shot of a guy running?
That's like 1917.
1914 or something.
Yeah, something like that. Have you seen that yet?
No, it looks good though.
Yeah, well, if you watch it, or if you've watched that new Churchill movie, you should do a review for my channel, because you're big time on the movie reviews and whatnot. And,
sure, I can give my dumbass opinion.
Yeah, exactly.
about a serious movie. I usually only review shitty movies, shitty superhero movies.
Well, a lot of my fans are Brits and whatnot, so give your opinion on that. It would be good. I'm sure they'll like it.
You know what else looks good? It's a World War I movie documentary put together by Peter Jackson, where they colorize all this World War I footage. It's called They Shall Not Grow Old. Haven't seen it. It looks amazing, though.
I can't say I've seen that either. That does sound really interesting, though.
Came out like last year.
What's
it
called,
looks
sorry?
great. I'm sorry?
What was it called, sorry?
They Shall Not Grow Old, I believe is the title, or just Google Peter Jackson World War One doc.
Yeah, I've got it. Yeah.
Tonight we are drinking Natural Light Natter Days strawberry lemonade flavored beer.
What is
It's
that?
actually pretty good though. It's refreshing. It's like a malt beverage. I think it's really nice actually, because this is a trashy beer brand, Natural. They usually have like ice beers and stuff, and this is cheap. This is like $12 a 30 case, and it's nice. It's a nice summer drink.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What was I going to say? Uh, yeah, this little documentary thing here on the. It looks like they worked with the BBC and the Imperial War Museum. Peter Jackson, filmmaker.
Oh yeah.
Um, yeah, this.
Well, they got all this footage,
Looks really
all this
good.
old ass footage. It looks so. It's crazy. It's like time travel because they didn't have like. It, it's like just from the trailer alone, I was just like, wow, I've never seen this.
Yeah.
Never. Not only have I not seen this footage, but in color, it makes it so much more real, believable. Like, they show this all these guys sitting at a table and they're all smiling at the camera, or a lot of them are looking at the camera, and you could tell they've never been shot with a video camera before,
Yeah.
and they're just like, "What the fuck is this?" And it's just wild. I just remember seeing the trailer. I might watch that this weekend.
Well, yeah, if you do watch it, that'll give you a perfect thing to do a movie review on.
Sure.
You know.
Sure, that sounds fun. I haven't edited anything on Adobe Premiere yet since I've got it on the computer. I've still only made all my videos on my fucking phone.
Yeah.
But now that I have the computer, I think I'm gonna
Speaking
seriously
of the computer, John McClane is in the house here in the Twitch stream.
What
So
up? What
big up
up?
to John McClane for getting Chris Holowicki online. Yeah, that would be great to see you using Adobe Premiere and whatnot. And trust me, mate, you'll love it. Like, if you're
Yeah.
stuck and you want some help, just holler one of us, me, Chris, or Green Moose. You know we'll fucking help you, brother. We're always here for you. Because yeah, using Adobe Premiere, I love it so much. It is just fucking amazing to edit with and whatnot.
That's what I grew up on. I back in 2002, 2003, 2004, putting VHS tapes into a VCR that's hooked up to the big box computer, and then capturing the images from it and audio using the Adobe Premiere. Adobe Premiere is my shit. I made my Cicada horror movie using Adobe Premiere.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm excited to get back into it.
So you've used Adobe Premiere before then?
Oh yes. Back in high school, I made a bunch of movies. I won a few awards for. Well, actually, yeah, I won awards for a few different films I made in high school. I was gonna try to go to.
That's amazing.
Yeah, well, that's where I found out that I love digital editing and everything, because they had it started off as a cartooning class, but they had access to Adobe Premiere, and then I saw, okay, we don't need to just use this thing to just put titles at the beginning and end of this thing. There's so much stuff I could do with this, and a couple other people in the years before me would they'd expand with that old ass version of Premiere, but I really the big film I made in high school was I combined live action footage and animation, stop motion animation that had and just all transitions. It's just the fading, and like you could fade like on the TV shows and the movies, you could fade one image into the other using this thing. So it just my imagination just
the big
ran
film
away
I
with
made-
me, and then when I graduated high school, I went to community college because my plan was to go to art school or film school or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of glad I didn't fucking do that though, because I'd have a fuck ton of student loan debt that I'd never pay off.
Yeah.
No
yeah,
job. But I probably wouldn't have finished either. I'd still owe them. But but I went to community college, did like television production classes, editing, digital editing classes, stuff like that. just I only took because I wasn't into college. I took as many multimedia classes as I could, and I'm just like, no, I'm out of this too.
I can't
And then
believe this, Chris. So you've like got a natural talent. Because I must admit, all your editing that I've seen you do like, has been out of this fucking world. Like, if you lived close to me, I would be like, Chris, you're coming to work for me as my full-time editor because your editing style is just insane. I love it. When every single bit that you've done, it might be a little unboxing video to that dating app video you made for that company to whatever. You've always fucking baseball player
I mean,
and knocked it out of the park, mate.
that's my favorite thing is well, shooting stuff and then editing it together. Like digital editing, I found that's my passion. And YouTube, well, it's gonna finish. YouTube has been my only creative outlet. Once I found out what I could do on here, I'm just like, all right, YouTube's awesome. But like, all right, so 2007, I went for a really ambitious project that I didn't end up finishing. And this is just me. I knew a guy who had one of those fancy, big ass digital cameras to shoot on. And I think it was a Sony. I think it was a Sony or something, but it was a multiple $1,000 camera.
Yeah.
And he just had access to it. And I'm like, I had this idea for years. And I'm like, all right, every 17 years, there's this brood of these bugs called cicadas.
Oh,
They're
mate,
these
we have
ugliest
cicadas
motherfuckers.
here all during the summer. They do my fucking nutting because all they do is.
Yeah, like our.
Yeah,
well, like
exactly.
we get a few every year. They come, but every 17 years, it's a overwhelming swarm of them just everywhere. It's just like 2 months. All right, there's gonna be 2 months of just fucking cicadas everywhere, and if you're scared of them, you're fucked because they'll fly. They're dumb. They're gonna fly into you. They're gonna land in your hair. They're harmless, but they're disgusting looking.
I can't say we have that problem where they like do that. We just have.
Well, it's not a problem. They don't destroy anything. It's good for nature. It's good for the trees. It's obviously they serve a purpose, and it happens all throughout the United States at different times.
Yeah.
We get ours every 17 years. This is 2007, and I knew the swarm was coming. I had this idea a few years before. I'm like, we got to make a horror movie about the cicadas. Because when I was 5 years old the last time they came around, and they horrified me, and I'm just like, we're gonna have so many of them. We could shoot a fucking horror movie about cicadas, and they'll just be here. We could just go outside and collect them. Well, it's supposed to be like a full length movie, and I've shot a lot of it. There's actually a box of tapes I have, which eventually I'm gonna get a way to upload them and edit them. Like I have to get like a thing that'll play those little digital DV tapes. Remember those?
Mate, why don't you just go to a local film shop? They'll fucking put it all onto a USB stick for you and put it into MP4 high-res format for you.
That's a good idea.
That would be a hell of a lot easier, and to be honest, it'll probably be cheaper because those recorders, and then you've got to sit there and watch it being recorded.
Yeah.
I would say just find a digital recording or someone that sells, audio and video equipment.
Straight up.
And they'll probably do it for you.
Yeah.
No problem. It'll cost you a couple of bucks, obviously, but it'll probably be cheaper and quicker than you doing that.
Yeah.
And also, you don't have to worry about, like, learning it and not fucking it up and shit like that, It'll just be boom, boom,
A couple
boom.
of the tapes are there was something wrong with the camera. If you ran the tapes to the very end, they would fuck up.
Right.
All that stuff you don't have to worry about anymore.
Well, they might be able to recover it or fix it in a way, you never know, because they're the professionals at the end of the day, so you might as well get the professionals to do it rather than you.
Straight up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, all right. I'll try to zoom through this. I could sum up my video history up and catch you up to it. All right. So I shot all this stuff in 2007. I had no way to edit it though, so I sat on those tapes for 3 years until 2010. Somebody gave me a laptop to borrow.
Okay.
And that's when I went to a music studio, had my buddy record the horror movie music for it, and I completed one scene of the movie Sick Ada, the horror movie involving cicadas. And then it only has like 900 views, but it's been on YouTube since 2010. But even then, like I didn't really understand what you could really do with YouTube. until like I think it was Red Letter Media. I started watching their videos. I'm like, I want to do this. I want to talk about movies and make funny videos like this. I could do something
Yeah.
sort of like that. Not exactly what they do by any means, but this. So then I just looked. I had a Samsung Galaxy 3 because I went three. This is like 4 years without any video making. Not nowhere to plug my artistic stuff into. It just didn't. I didn't have a computer. I didn't have anything. But I had a Samsung Galaxy 3, and I downloaded every different type of like video splicing app because I had to use like 3 or 4 different apps
Yeah.
to make like my first movie review, which took me a week to do.
Oh,
Hours
wow.
of work going into it because you'd have to splice up the clips, and then if you want to combine the clips, you have to use this other app, Clip Combiner,
Right.
and then you could only do 3 clips at once. And there's probably like 40 edits in my 300 Rise of an Empire review, and then I did a Ninja Turtle one a week later, and a few weeks later, and that one was even more ambitious. I just figured out like, all right, I want to do this. How could I figure out with using a combination of these apps how to make something better? So then, but it was too hard. So it was too much time to put into it. So I kind of slacked off on that. But then I found the apps eventually caught up. And I use a thing called Keen Master on my phone, and it's sort of like a stripped down, simplified version of Adobe Photoshop. I've been paying about $5 a month for it for like 3 years now. I don't regret it. It's great to have. And shit, I'll even still use it even if I have Premiere because you could see what I do with it. It's very user friendly, and it's actually the thing about looking back at Adobe Premiere is that I'm gonna have to learn how to use a mouse and keyboard again instead of just touching things with my fingers on my phone. You know, it's like finger painting versus, using a computer. I gotta shake off. I want to start like looking at typing classes so I could reteach myself how to type and all that stuff. So I could fucking use a computer effectively. But yeah, that brings you up to speed.
Mate, you
My
should,
entire artistic
you really should
thing.
get back onto all the editing and everything because
Yeah.
you are amazing at it, mate, and you've got the skill and the talent and everything. And mate, I want to fucking, you know what? If John McClane is listening, we'll get him to find you a company nearby that will transfer all them videos because he'll know what to look for company wise. So John McClane, you have a job. Find Chris a place to go and get his videos turned into media format for his editing because I'd love to see that.
I could probably get it transferred. It just takes. I just need to say it into Google, and then they'll tell me the closest one. But but we'll talk. Me and John McClane, we talk on the regs.
I know, yeah.
He helps me out a lot with all this stuff that I'm illiterate about.
He helps me out a lot as well. Big up Travis. Travis Fisher is in the chat of the YouTubes.
What's up, Travis?
Speaking of, but yeah, before we get into Travis, because I want to talk about him as well. But yeah, mate, I really want to see that movie, the Cicada movie. This sounds dope as fuck. I want to see.
I'll send you a link.
Yeah.
You could play it on the stream if there's a way for you to do that.
There is, but
it's fine.
Sounds like a lot of effort that I can't be doing right now.
Yeah.
Took me ages just to set it up so I had you on screen and everything.
Well, I'm gonna send it to your Facebook inbox.
Yeah, no worries. But yeah, mate, you should definitely be getting back on the old streaming and everything because you are not streaming, but video editing and whatnot because you are talented, my boy. Extremely well talented.
I've been, you know what I've noticed? I've been doing live broadcasting a lot more, which I think is fun in a different way. But I'm just like, shit, I need to work in my editing. I have to figure out a way to do real videos because I'm looking into getting like a stream boards and stuff, so I could click mute my mic, click switch scenes on Streamlabs and all that. So, yeah, I'm sorry I cut you off. What were you saying?
Oh no, I'm just saying I want to get you back on editing and whatnot because you've
been
streaming flat out for months now, and we're missing that prime content of your videos. And speaking of your streams, since you've been having guests on like Travis and whatnot, oh mate, seriously, it makes it. I wouldn't say that you're boring on your own, but you get sort of like sucked into the game and forget about the chat,
Yeah,
forget to entertain people. But once you
sure.
have someone on, that dynamic goes out the window because one, Travis is really, really good at reading the chat, and you two actually are a really good combination. You just need to work out the audio levels because Travis is fucking high and you're a little bit
Yeah.
too low. But other than that, mate, you two make a really good sort of gaming team, and I would
I
like
think
to
he
see
needs to
more of
do
that.
that in his settings. I think it's his fault.
Not sure, not sure. But either way, having people on for your streams when you're gaming is a lot more entertaining. It makes you more entertaining as well because you're not stuck for like, what am I got to say? It's dead air. How do I talk to people? How do I entertain these people? Also, mix your games up a bit more because you kind of got a bit stagnant in that you're playing like the same sort of couple of games over and over.
This is the thing about the video game streams. I don't consider those my content.
Yeah.
I don't consider them. The thing with the video game streams is I don't understand why anybody watches them. But the fact that people do and they hang out with me, I'm just like, oh, that's awesome. So it's like, this isn't supposed to be a gaming channel, even though I have a graveyard of most of my 1,000 plus videos on this channel are me just live streaming. But I have the playlists so people direct their eyes to there. But yeah, it's like when I go into the game streams, it's pretty much, I'm gonna play video games, I'm gonna turn on the camera and do that. So I've never looked at it as being a my drive to be a good video game streamer.
Yeah.
Or to touch, like, I'm not gonna go buy The Last of Us 2 so that we can do the thing. And also it's also like when I get around to gaming, it's like what I get tired of stuff, and it's just like me and Travis, what we've been playing Star Wars Battlefront and Titanfall, because then if I'm tired, I'm getting on, we're starting the stream a little late. We're not stuck in some kind of mission that, there's 30 more minutes before we're at the end of this. It's just like after a round, start feeling tired. It's like hit the brakes.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. I get you.
It's so weird with me too, because none of my audience is from America except for John McClane. And most, like, 90% of the people who watch me in the middle of the night when I do my streams, that are typically between 3 in the morning and even 6, 7 in the morning is when I'll start them.
Yeah.
It's all people from overseas because they're in the middle of their day.
There, mate. You know what I mean? Like, for me, you stream at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon almost, which is perfect for me.
Which you should look when you see that, and you're just like, man, why is this guy wasted at 1 in the afternoon? And then you look at, it's 7 a.m. where he is, and then you're like, why is he this wasted at 7 in the fucking morning?
That's because you've been home since 1 o'clock in the morning, and like now, I'm guessing you've just got home, what, like an hour or so ago?
I got home. It's 1:20 right now. I got home at like 9:20. So I've been home for, maybe I got home by 10. I went to the grocery store. So I've been home for like 3.5 hours.
Yeah, so you haven't even you've had what, 1-2 beers so far, and then like
yeah,
by the time you get to 7 a.m. You're a crate of beer down you,
I just it's just, I'm taking sips. I'm not in a hurry when I'm doing it, because you think that, how do you drink for 7 hours straight and not pass out? It's like, because I'm not trying to get wasted. I'll like have one beer in 1 hour. It's like, I don't like shots. Like when I see people at the bar, hey, you want to do a shot? I'm like, no, not really. I want to be able to not get, too drunk. Because when you're too drunk, you can't do anything.
Exactly.
And so I just like chilling, I'm just sipping on it. I'll get a buzz, maintain a buzz. Sometimes I'll get a little out of hand, but not too out of hand.
So, I've got to ask, because I'm sat here looking at you, and first of all, for everyone watching, I know I haven't got my webcam on, I did set it up today, um, but I will get it set up properly soon. And also, you're probably wondering where it says live stream text chat. That's from the Discord, so if you want to see your message come up on screen, you have to be in my Discord. Link should be in the description, or if you type in apostrophe Discord into the chat, I think it should work. No, okay, that doesn't work. But I can put the link in anyway. And if you type in the Discord chat, live text chat over there, it comes up on stream. But reason for talking about this, Chris Harlow, Wiki, why do you look like an 80s porn star? You've got a nice flary Hawaiian t-shirt on and you are rocking the mustache, which I think you are rocking it pretty fucking cool, I will say. So,
Man, I shaved my head again last night. I don't know if you saw my video where I'm shaving my head during quarantine. I posted a sped up video of me doing that. I just did it again last night, and then I shaved off my beard for some reason. I was a little tipsy when I did this. And now, all right, let me just see. I have this fucking creepy mustache, which I'm just like, I'm wearing a mask all day while I'm outside. Yeah. I'm wearing either a gas mask or the plastic mask or a medical mask wherever I am. So I'm like, nobody sees my face. So I'm like, I'm trying to see what I can actually do with the hairs that grow out of my mustache. So I'm rocking this creepy mustache and I'm like bald now. So I look like a fucking weirdo.
So you're a bald man with a... I must admit, it's pretty impressive mustache, mate. It's not like...
Thanks.
It's not like some people when they grow a mustache, like teenagers or young people, where it's like really thin. Wow, that is sexual. That's amazing. I love it. That is awesome. Your haircut with the mustache, yeah, that suits you. I love it.
I'm not sure. I caught myself in the mirror because I just shaved it last night. So I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror. I'm like, what are you doing, man? You look like a fucking weirdo. I probably should have kept my stubble though, because then it's just the mustache.
Nah, you want to keep it clean shaven. I'm thinking maybe.
I have product in it too. Well. I have mustache wax in it right now.
I think maybe get rid of the little goatee as well and just have the mustache. I think you'll have it sorted then.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, but that mustache is a proper full-on thick, like nice thick mustache.
Well, I've been cultivating it for at least 3 weeks to like a month and a half or something. I've trimmed it a little bit because I didn't like how it was going over my lip, but then I kind of wish that I didn't do that because I was like saying, all right, maybe I could do like, I could grow it down like this, like have it just like have it go long here. But I kind of wish I didn't trim this part.
If it goes too long, you'll lose the look because you've got that as John McCain. You've got the perfect Tom Selleck look.
Oh, okay. Tom Selleck.
Yeah, because you've even got like a Hawaiian t-shirt on, which I'm thinking, you're.
Do you recognize? Do you recognize this shirt?
No, I can't really.
This shirt has really cultural.
Oh, shit. Is that? Yeah, I know that shirt. Is that the one that guy at NASA wore on that live stream, and the woman started having NASA.
I think he was Swedish, but he landed a probe on a meteor or an asteroid or a comet.
Right.
One of them.
Yeah, you bought the shirt, did you?
Oh, yeah. It turns out because I've actually talked to the woman who originally designed and sold those. What I got was off of somebody else who just jumped on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
And to get this shirt, have it tailored to fit my skinny ass body and everything, altogether it probably cost me $130 to acquire this shirt that I've worn under 10 times in 5 years. But I am so happy that I have it still.
I'm glad you wore it tonight on my stream. I appreciate that, mate. That is a major cultural, part of the culture war sort of relevant.
It's one of the things that brought my attention to it is the ridiculousness of all this shit. And plus, it's a cool shirt.
It is pretty cool. It is.
Yeah.
I'm jealous. I mean, I would love one myself. So you're gonna have to hook me up, Chris.
You could, the original artist.
Yeah.
I think she's done making them. I think she ran out of material. I think she retired them. But I could see if I could find I could see if I could find if the knockoff lady is still operational. I waited
Yeah.
6 months for this to come in the mail. Eventually, I called and she said, "Hello." Sounds like she's smoking like 6 packs of smokes a day. So I'm just like, "Yeah, I ordered it in a small. I was just wondering when it was gonna get here." And she's just like, I'll just move you up to the top of the list." I'm like, "Oh, thanks." And then a week later, it showed up. I'm like, "Nice." Yeah,
Well, Chris,
that was cool.
it is a brilliant shirt.
Yeah,
I love
it's
it. And
it
goes,
really fits in with the loud, like, silly way that I like to dress. Yeah, I might go. I don't know if I'll ever go back to growing my hair out though. Shaving it, because I was worried that I wasn't gonna like it, but I'm just like, man, there's nothing stopping this pretty face. I could be bald. I could be straight up bald. I'm no longer afraid of going bald.
Same, mate, same. I'm gonna trim my hair down more because it does my nut in, especially being here in Cyprus during the summer and everything. It gets hot and I just end up sweating buckets and whatnot. I don't know if you've seen, but in my coronavirus part 2 update vlog about the situation in Cyprus with how the lockdown and everything went, I actually shaved my hair in that video.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Send me a link to that. I sent you on
Yeah,
Facebook a link
I
to
will
Sick
do.
Ada.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely check that out, mate. That looks beautiful. But yeah, Chris, mate, coming back to all of that, you've got so much talent and so much. Like, first of all, it's criminal that you're criminally undersubbed. Like, first of all, so we need to get your subs up at least to 1,000 subs. Like, it is criminal that you're not even at that yet. You know.
That's been my goal. I've just been trucking along. I'm just like, try to get to 1,000. I don't think I'll get monetized or anything like that. Not that my channel would generate cash, but
But it's good to just have it on because like
it'll feel good because I used to be
yeah
monetized. They took it away, and now I just
yeah
like keeping track of it. I'm like, oh, I made 13 cents this year.
yeah, and it's a good motivator as well because once you've got to 1,000, because like you've got the watch hours, I'm sure you've got the watch hours, like you've got over
I
1,000.
monitor those.
Yeah,
I don't believe that I do. I think that I'm like 1,200 to 1,500 short.
mate, that's
Uh,
nothing. We could bump
every
that up
time I look
easily.
at it, more subs, more people watching. Yeah.
Exactly, mate. But yeah, we got to get you up to 1,000, and so I want you to make a video ASAP for my channel. We'll get that out. We'll get you fucking pumped up, and get you up on up to 1,000. And
I should do a react. I should do a review of like a more British film. That
yeah,
way I could offend everyone from where you
yeah,
live.
yeah, do that. I'm sure you know a good
You know, I
Hollywood
have a great
movies.
accent impression, isn't it?
Yeah. In there, yeah, your British
Oh,
accent is
oh, now, isn't it? Oi, shrimp on the barbie, mate. Kind of bleeds. It goes bleeds back and forth between.
But yeah, we'll get
Travis loves my Australian accent. You ask him.
But yeah, Travis is welcome to jump on if he wants. He said in the stream, he's welcome to pop in and join us for a little bit because we're only going to be streaming for another sort of 20 minutes because it's the start of the day for
Okay.
me and whatnot. But what I want to do as well, Chris, actually, is I want to start getting back to doing more art stuff because I love doing art stuff. You know, like I've done a few art streams. We did the Draw Muhammad competition. I want to do that again. And I want to get more artists on. And what I've been thinking over the last 2 weeks, this is because of John McClain actually. He asked me to give his mate a shout out, and she does art stuff on Twitch, and she's really good. And I want to start getting artists on like her and you on. And I'm thinking about doing an art stream once a month. You know, get a couple of people on, and we talk about what art stuff we've done for the week, for the month. You know, for you it'll be editing videos, filmmaking, and stuff like that. For her, it's gonna be art drawing and stuff like that. And then we'll get John McClain on as well. He can be like the teacher of the class, basically. And
You guys assign me to too many things. Way too many
oh,
things.
we've been invaded by John McClain.
I've gotten like so much bro love going on from my phone. I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
We got mad love for you, John. You are you have helped us all so much. You know, you've helped me, you've helped Chris Green Moose.
He has done a great deal of help for me.
Hello.
Jesus.
We've been
Hello.
invaded by the South right here,
Oh, the South Equator is here. Travis, are you there?
Southern Equator.
Is this thing working?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello,
Travis.
hello.
Yes, Travis. It's
He's
working.
even loud on here.
Yeah, he's pretty loud.
Yeah, you have
Your
to-
name
Hey,
is
hello,
Nice.
whiskey.
See, this is the benefit, Chris, about using Discord. Is I can control the volume of all of you just by right-clicking. So that's what you can do as well, Chris. If you need to turn Travis down, you just right-click on him and turn him down or turn him up, whatever.
I don't really understand how to be
Can I-
fully
Do I have to
controlled correct.
really ban him from the chat?
Eat a bag of dog shit, Chris. You Canadian. You shives.
I swear, you two seriously have this chemistry going where when you both are streaming together, it becomes such an entertaining show where
It
I'm
is.
watching your guys' video twice because it's that funny.
I was
I
saying
keep
that
on having to
earlier, John.
privatizing them because of unfortunate comments made by one of us.
you
Yeah,
can always edit
Chris.
those.
I just want to say
No,
big
not
up to
me.
hold up, boys. I just want to say a big up to Superpower Broadcasting, Kevin Castley. If you're not subscribed to Superpower Broadcasting, then you need to go over for your hardcore primo hot content. You need a sub to Kevin over at Superpower Broadcasting. He is a legend, and he's another person that should be way above 1,000 subs by now, and it's criminal that he's not as well. So also Kevin should make a video for my channel so I can go out and hopefully get him some subs from my people.
I like the way you say criminal. Oh, I can't do it. Say criminal again.
Criminally undersubbed.
Can't do it.
Criminally
Can't say
Yeah, because you're half baked, Chris.
Huh?
Because you're half baked, but
No, he's been drinking Natter Days. There's no
Yeah.
excuse.
Have you tried it, Arby?
No, I
Piss.
cannot believe that you are the spokesperson for Natter Days, for natural eyes. It's
What would you
serious-
expect? I already suffer from Bud Light with Lyme disease. Why wouldn't I levitate towards this? And you know what? I was like, no. But when I was hanging out with Polly, she's like, let's grab a 30 case and we'll grab a 30 case of the other stuff too. I'm like, fine, we'll try it. And we liked it. It's refreshing. It's a good summer drink. I can't believe it's made by natural ice.
Listen, there was that one time you did that stream and I sent you a pic. I said, listen, I'm doing this as an homage to you, right? And I sent you a tall can of Bud Light with lime. I sent that to you and you're like, all right, dude, enjoy it. I still haven't opened it yet.
Wait. No, it's great. It's delicious. Do you like lime? Do you like it doesn't taste like a Corona with lime in it. It tastes more limey than that. It's delicious.
Chris,
Sorry
it's
guys.
a-
Sorry for the
Chris-
slurs. Sorry. Work.
Chris, that's a 3-month-old. That's a 3-month-old beer. I'm not cracking that open. They don't ferment well, trust me.
Wait a minute. Back in 2006, one of us
Damn.
found a 24 case of something called Old Style Dry, a product that they stopped making in '89. They found a 24 case of that in their grandma's basement. Everybody drank it. And there was this red powder at the bottom of every can, but they called Poison Control Center and they said that's just the ingredient separating. It's okay to drink. And you know what they did? They drank the rest of them. I wouldn't have.
Yeah,
though.
Chris would drink it.
Well, I can see where Chris's content comes from, where it originates from. So you just keep with that secret, Chris.
I have one of the cans of Old Style Dry. I'll post it when I find it somewhere.
No.
Still
Yeah,
got the beer.
probably check it down too.
And you think that it's 14 years older than it was when they drank it. Maybe I should drink that for a stream. I could be like the new LA Beast.
I don't know. I just find it weird that when you guys are drinking beer, which is a liquid, at the bottom of it is red powder. That kind of deviates me to want to even consider drinking this Bud Light with lime.
I have a quick question from the chat. Superpower Broadcasting asks, "What is the one true religion?" And my answer to that is, there's only one true God, and his name is Christopher Hitchens.
I thought you were gonna say Chris Holowicki.
Yeah, I swear. I thought you were going to say Chris Holowicki too.
No, Chris Holowicki is one of the prophets. The prophet of degeneracy from Hitchens.
I see.
Degeneracy, not degeneracy, mate.
But
Chris,
I guess I'm the prophet of the garage.
Yeah, Chris, I thought we had this discussion about transferring your video, and I thought I gave you a listing of places in Chicago that could do it for you.
Oh,
you probably
yeah,
did, but
we've
you're probably
talked.
drunk.
We've talked about this. Yeah, that's ringing a bell.
Chris, when am
Yeah,
I
I
ever going to find you sober?
He's pretty
I'm sober right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I had, like,
how many
beers.
in your sleep?
I maybe smoked half a bowl of weed. I don't smoke.
Yeah,
that does not help at all with.
No,
If
if I was
consider giving
feeling
you any
it, I would
information
be
again.
having anxiety right now. But I feel very
I'll
calm.
do it again. No worries.
Yeah, because I was telling you that I wanted to maybe get an old video camera that plays those tapes just to plug it into the computer and record it all through Perception Player. Is that what it is? But I think your idea is probably better.
Yeah,
Instead of buying an old camera.
It would be a lot better, mate, because the other thing is these companies are professionals, and if there's problems with the video audio or the video quality, they can do things to fix it or make it better or whatever, which is what you're going to want, really, because you're going to want all of that footage at the high, best quality possible,
Right.
really.
I want to make a documentary of all the footage I have of 2007 and make a making of Cicada, the movie that never got finished.
You should.
Because I bet you there's some gold on there. There's just me and my crazy guy who I was making the movie with.
All
Well,
right,
I'm recording a podcast for him.
This is what I'm going to do, Chris. I'm giving you a month, and I want some sort of demo or trailer within a month. Just a taste.
We'll see. All right, you know what? Why not? Why not? That could be my thing that gets me into Premiere.
Yeah. And
it'll be so fun to watch all that old footage. It's got Pickles in it. It's got all the kitties when they were kittens.
Yeah.
If you watch,
yeah, exactly.
When you watch that scene, Pickles is in it, and she looks the same as she does today. Where is she? Pickles is. Oh, Pickles is sleeping over there. But yeah, the other two, Pickles the only one I got left now. The other two pass away.
They did.
So sad.
It is. Since I've got you, John McClane, did you hear the bit about me talking about art stream I want to start up once a month?
I just caught that when I was coming into Discord. What's up? What's your idea?
So basically, I've been thinking about it since you asked me to shout out your mate. I've been thinking about getting myself back into doing more artsy stuff. I'm gonna go out around Cyprus and around Paphos and do a video about street art, because there's quite a lot of it here, graffiti and whatnot, and I love that. I did that in Bristol a few times. I want to get back into that, but also I want to do an actual stream like once a month where I get like you, Chris Holowicki, your mate on, and we just talk about what we've done in the last month art-wise. Like Chris can talk about how he's worked on this documentary and how he's been editing it and how he went down the shop and got those videos transferred, so it gives Holowicki a kick up the ass to do it, and also gives me a kick up the ass to actually get back involved in it. And you can be like the teacher, the master of the stream, where you can be like, all right guys, I hear what you've done, try this out, Chris, or try this out, Jay, or try this out, and also you can tell us what you've been up to art-wise in the last month, things like that. What do you think?
I can, but right now I'm on Operation Moose Dropping, so I can't release any information on that. But as far as everything else, it sounds good.
We won't talk about that, but I mean, you've got other things you can talk about. Like you could talk about that framed picture you've got in your shed, and tell us how you made that, and what went into that,
You mean the Goof Fellas movie poster?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. You and Green Moose and was it Holloway
donkey.
or yeah. Oh well, no, I didn't put Paul into that one. No, Paul has a separate one that I've been working on,
Oh.
which I'm almost done with. So I'll see if I can get that done before you decide to do that.
All right. Well,
John,
we'll
You guys
sort
think
out
that'd be a
date
good
and
way to
everything.
kick Paul's ass too to get a computer right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be on high
Um,
gear tomorrow. Yeah. What's up,
Mr.
Chris?
McLean, did you ever finish that big fucking project you were working on?
Yeah, I did, and right now I have probably the world's best audio engineer working on it, so he can
Fuck yeah.
clean up some audio and add some stuff in there. But yeah, I definitely he's the only one that has seen the whole thing completed and has told me, mate, I don't know what else to do to this. I'm like, dude, you got plenty of time. I'm sure you can figure some stuff out. Throw anything you want in there. So,
I'm
and I have him
excited.
working on it. Yeah.
Very
It's
excited
dude,
to
it's
see.
like 11 minutes long.
No
It was
shit.
meant to be a minute promo, and it stretched out to 11 minutes. I'm like, oh, what the hell am I doing to myself?
Sounds brilliant.
But I went into everything. It's one guy doing everything you can think of: editing, effects, sound, prop making, everything. And I was like, all right, this is perfect
Nice.
promotional video for you guys. You know, kind of me saying to you guys, hey, you all matter. So I know it's a very heartwarming. Trust me, it's not a Disney flick. There's plenty of action and gore, but still, it's a good thing. Yeah.
I look forward to seeing it, mate. You know. And,
Well, as soon as our audio engineer, or
yeah.
our musical talent genius, is done, which I'm not giving him any clout. I already told him to take the time that he needs to because I need creative genius in here. So
He's another one
But,
that I should have on the art stream because music is an art as well.
yeah, his music is phenomenal.
It is.
And he doesn't like hearing that, but I don't give a shit. I still tell him his music is badass. So
Yeah, that is true. He is.
I like how Chris is looking into the camera like, what is he talking about?
Nuh-uh. What?
Oh, there's a delay. Oh, wow, there's a cough. Coof. He's got a
Excuse
coof
me.
coming. Yeah.
If you click on Discord, you can watch Chris live. Like if you click on the live section of his name, you'll see him directly live.
I was wondering, can people see me while I'm sitting here not talking on the stream?
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
everyone
seeing
can see
you on YouTube. I'm seeing you on Twitch, and I'm seeing you on Discord. And the
Non-stop?
sharpest
Yeah.
I'm glad I haven't done anything weird yet.
I'm seeing
Things
you
weird all
Yeah,
the time.
sure you haven't, Chris.
and I've got you on Periscope, Twitch, YouTube, and on the Discord. Okay, so we've got about 10 more minutes before I wrap this up because I've got a busy day here. So, Chris, movies that are coming out, what do you recommend? You are the movie expert and whatnot, so tell us, what movies should we be keeping an eye out for?
There's no motherfucking movies coming out. The theaters, AMC's talking about opening up, but they said we're not going to require masks because we don't want to be political. What?
What?
It's like yeah, they said that.
That is
The
dumb.
Quartering put out a video about it today saying Karens complain that AMC doesn't want people wearing masks. I'm like, I'm not going in there and sitting shoulder to shoulder with people, and especially if nobody's wearing masks.
It is.
I don't even want to go. The movie theater is the hobby that I miss the most during all this bullshit, and I'm not in a hurry to get back there. All the bars, patios are open right now around me, and don't want to hang out there either. Nobody's wearing fucking masks. It's like, but you can't if you want to drink. It's like it's not worth it. My apartment's way cooler than 99% of the places you can go. I mean, look at it.
I live in Cyprus, so for us, our pubs and everything have been open for ages now. But we in Cyprus, you don't want to be inside anyway. So all our pubs and everything have massive outdoor areas. So the government basically said no indoor drinking unless you've got a massive place. Then you can have people indoors. Otherwise, everyone has to be outside, 2 meters apart. Blah blah blah. Most places have abided by these rules. The government have fined a couple of places for basically not following the new hygiene rules. So we basically removed all our restrictions. The only things we've kept in place is the hygiene rules, which is, sanitize your hands when you go in somewhere, wear a mask in shops and stuff like that. when it comes to pubs, obviously, and restaurants, you don't have to wear a mask because, well, you're drinking and eating, and it would be counterproductive, basically.
Yeah.
However, there is the distancing and whatnot. The staff all wear masks. The only thing I will say about the staff is I've seen this in a few places, is where they'll wear the mask over their mouth, but then their nose isn't covered. I'm like, why the fuck?
Yeah,
are
I
you
see that
even
fucking
bothering?
everywhere.
Yeah, so it's like, why they bother? But coming back to the movies, I just want to say there is one movie. Well, there is one movie I really want to see, but it was put back until September, which is No Time to Die, the new James Bond movie.
Okay, I got stuff to say about that. I am not a fan of the Daniel Craig Bond movies.
You son
except
of a
for
bitch.
I like Skyfall enough, but
Yeah.
most of the Pierce Brosnan ones are awful after
Yeah.
GoldenEye. They're real bad, but
That I agree with.
it's just not. It's the Craig ones are. They're too fucking serious. It doesn't even feel like a Bond movie. It's like there's none of the fun stuff there, like none of the silly gadgets
Yeah.
or
yeah.
nothing. That's why
Chris
I love the
misses-
Kingsman movies, but
Yeah,
the
Chris-
Daniel Craig ones, I've watched almost all of them. I haven't watched the last one, but Skyfall I liked a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and then I didn't like the other ones. It's
Fair
just
enough.
Yeah, Chris loves and misses Roger Moore really badly.
Oh, Roger Moore. For me, it's Sean Connery. He is the OG legend of Bond.
me too.
Sean Connery.
I appreciate the Sean Connery and Roger, even though I think Roger Moore is not even close to as great at Bond as Sean Connery, but I enjoy both of
Yeah.
those runs because they were fun in different ways.
Yeah. I
And
agree.
just I mean the I can't believe how long he's been Bond, by the way. How long has it been? Since like 2004 or something?
2005, 2006.
God
yeah.
damn. 15 fucking years. I can't it feels new to me still.
He's
But-
one of the longest running Bonds going now, I think. But this is the thing about James Bond that people need to understand, right? Is the story isn't continuous about James Bond from movie to movie. Each character is an interpretation of a Bond. So imagine it like this. Imagine Sean Connery, universe of James Bond, Pierce Brosnan, universe of James Bond, Daniel Craig, universe of James Bond.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it, because when you look at
Well,
it
Craig-
like that, the stories make more sense about how they go together and how it all works.
See, like the Craig ones, they did the thing where they had the story ongoing. Like the previous movie affected what happened in the next one, which
Yes.
that's another thing I didn't like. They suffer from this Born Identity being birthed during the whole Born Identity craze, which I'm not
Well,
a huge fan of those
technically,
movies
like,
either.
For example, Sean Connery's movies, they do that as well, but they didn't focus more on that so much. That was like Easter eggs, like, oh, we did this in the last movie. Like, you'll have like a little remark made, like one of the actors,
Oh, okay.
one of the characters will say, oh, do you remember so-and-so place? And Bond will be like, yeah, of course. And that's a reference to like the previous movie or something.
I've never watched them in order, so yeah,
You got,
I'm sure you're right.
yeah, so, but there's like only small references to that because it wasn't part of how they did Bond back in those days. And with the Daniel Craig movies, yes, they've gone heavier into this story arc of putting the movies together per se, which in a way is good, but in another way it's because they put too much emphasis on it. It's kind of made it a bit meh.
I hear that the new one's gonna be all PC gone mad. He's not going to be like Bond girls are over is essentially what I understand, and that's part of the fun. I mean, I don't want fun sucked out of things. James Bond could be his thing, and it's that thing. But
He's
no,
a ladies' man. You can't have
Yeah,
a James Bond movie without him being a ladies' man.
no, I'm sure he's going to cuck to his woman of color co-star who is 007 technically in the next movie according to the story. I mean, this movie, a lot has been released about this movie. It was supposed to come out months ago, and now
Okay,
it's
but then
pushed out
if-
like that.
Right, so when it comes to So when it comes to the moniker 007 in James Bond, yes, anyone can be 007 because that is the name given to the person who is that job. Like, if you remember in one of the Pierce Brosnan movies, Sean, what's his name? Fucking hell.
Connery.
No, not Connery. The other one, the one that dies in everything. He was in Game of Thrones and whatnot. Sean Bean. Sean Bean.
How did I know you were gonna say Sean Bean? In my head, I don't even know who Sean Bean is, or what he looks like, or anything.
He's a fucking
That's
legend,
so
mate.
fucking
You need
weird.
to know who Sean Bean is. He's a legendary British actor. But anyway, he played as 006. So these names 00 are given to the agent. So yeah, they can name her 007. That's not a problem. My issue will be you can't have Pierce Brosnan and then call her James Bond because James Bond is a person. It's not a fake name used by an agent. It's his real name. It's like with Archer, how Sterling Archer is his name. It's not his agent name. So if they're going to call someone, if they want to make a female James Bond, I'm all up for that, yeah. But they can't call her James Bond because... and then have a male James Bond. If they're going to... they could do it, but this is what I'm saying about James Bond being in like a universe of its own. Like, they need to do it as a
Wouldn't they
whole
just
new
call it
movie.
Agent 00 something?
Yeah, Agent
That would be the
007.
That just makes sense.
Yeah.
If they called a female character James Bond, that would be beyond silly. They could
Yeah.
make it a 00 agent, a
Yeah.
female 00 agent movie
Yeah.
that has no books or anything backing up her franchise, but they could do it. If Sony wants to, I wouldn't put it past them at all. And they can. That could be fine. Just make it good. I mean...
Okay, Chris Holowicki is brandishing a knife, people, so watch out.
Could you, in Cyprus, I know in England you can't, but in Cyprus, could you have a knife like this?
Yeah.
'Cause legally I can
go
carry
to the
this
shop
around.
and-
I got this at the gas station the other day for like $10, I think.
Carrying
if you
it,
look for-
probably not. We've probably got rules against that, but however...
I just bought it because it was pretty.
Oh, that is pretty.
It has the rainbow colors that match my room.
That reminds me of the knife that Lycus gave me. She gave me a beautiful curved rainbow knife. It is beautiful, but I left it in England because I didn't want to fly out here with that in my luggage, you know, because it's a knife. I could have put it in the hold luggage, but I didn't want to risk it.
Is it legal to own that in your homeland?
I think you can own it, but you can't go outside with it and stuff like that, you know.
Sure.
Okay, so we're going to wrap up in a minute, but last thing I just want to say movie-wise is Wonder Woman 1984. What's your thoughts?
I want to see it.
Yeah?
I think it looks. I think I'm gonna like it more than the first one, which I thought was a solid yet semi-generic. Fantastic for the DC movies that were coming out at the time, but you know, it was okay. It was okay. It was good. I liked it. And that 84 one, I got pumped up. I mean, it doesn't take a lot to manipulate me in an epic superhero. Like, yeah, if they edit the music right. See, that's all in the editing. You can make a movie look fucking cool with it just editing a good trailer, which is like what they did with Suicide Squad, which turned out to be a total piece of shit.
Yeah.
But an editor could really punch something up, and that Wonder Woman trailer is great. I heard that I saw one of the Real Rejects. They posted something where they said they were reacting to a new Wonder Woman trailer, but that's the only thing I heard about it. So once Hollywood starts moving again, I could start doing trailer reaction videos. It's just that we've been in a dead zone for a while.
Okay.
There's that new Pete Davidson movie. That's the other. That's a big one. I haven't seen it.
What's that?
Bill Burr's in it. The King of Staten Island or something.
Okay, I'll have to check it out. One other film I do want to see this year. See, this year's got some good movies coming out. It's just they've postponed a lot. I was actually glad that, I think it was Disney, they basically said, oh, we're going to put it straight up on our new streaming platform, which I think is brilliant.
Yeah.
I love the streaming platforms, but I also hate them because one reason I love them is that I can watch it anywhere in the world via my internet in a place that I feel comfortable. However, we're in this situation where there's like 10 different streaming platforms now. And when you add up all these monthly fees, you're basically paying the same as a cable subscription. So when everyone used to be like, oh yeah, we're getting rid of cable, we're cord cutters and that. Well, financially, it's no different anymore. We are basically paying the same amount of money. However, we have the advantage of being able to watch what we want, where we want, when we want, which I love.
Yeah.
Like, when I went to Israel, I had my laptop. Actually, I was using my phone because I couldn't be bothered to get the laptop out. And I was watching a TV show series on that from HBO, and it was brilliant. You know, that's one of the advantages I love about this.
Yeah. And plus, if you wanna get rid of one of the apps, you could unsubscribe for a while and wait until something things.
Exactly.
Like, which I don't do. I keep throwing them my money. I got Disney Plus, I got Shudder, I got Netflix, I got Hulu, which is free through Sprint, and probably one or two other ones that I pay for. And you know what I'm watching? Fucking YouTube for free.
So, do you know what I do, Chris? Is I give my Netflix out to a few of my friends, and one of my Yankee mates, she gave me her Hulu access. So I've got Hulu as well, and I gave her my Netflix. So that's trading off. Yeah, trading accounts.
Oh
with
yeah, I
people that
paid
you know.
I think I'm paying for 8. No, I'm using my parents' HBO.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Fair play.
But I'm also paying through HBO through Comcast. You know what? This is the thing that is, all right, you're gonna have to pay for the different apps, but having to deal with Comcast or some kind of monopolized cable company who are just like, oh, deal with it. We're putting fucking $40 in charges. You're fucked. It's like you're paying. They'll fuck you and they'll trap you into their shit for so long with these apps. You're just like uninstall, cancel subscription, boom, and you don't have to deal with those fucking customer service representatives. These people are the scum of the earth at Comcast, Xfinity, AT&T, all of them.
All right. So one last thing, and then I'm gonna go around the room and get everyone's sort of final marks. The one last movie I really want to see is we're getting into the danger zone because Top Gun is back. What's everyone's thoughts of Top Gun? Now, okay, first of all, when it comes to fucking what's his name, Tom Cruise, the man is a crazy Scientologist nut job. However, when it comes to him being on the fucking movies, I got mad respect for him because he's all about doing his own stunts. Like that Mission Impossible movie, I can't remember which one it is, where the guy's holding the knife to his eye. That isn't a stunt double. That isn't a fake knife. That isn't a dummy or anything. That is a real guy holding a real fucking knife to his eye. And I'm just like, fair fucking play. Everything that he does, he tries his best to not use stunt doubles and not use green screen and not use props and whatnot. It's all real shit with him, and that's one thing I love about him and his movie making, which adds to the.
He puts it out there.
He does, yeah.
He puts on a show. He's a great work. Did you hear what his next stunt is?
No.
Tom Cruise is going to outer fucking space to shoot a movie in outer fucking space.
That's awesome.
This is real.
This is what I love about our era that we're in right now. We are on the cusp of space travel, like proper space travel, going to other planets and traveling our solar system. Leaving our solar system is a whole nother thing, and maybe one day we'll get there. But at the moment, at least we're getting off our planet. And this is what annoys me about like the far left when they talk about environmentalism. Is like, yeah, they are right. We need to like think about the planet. What annoys me is two parts. One, they go, oh, but we're killing the planet and humanity will die. And it's like, they'll say like, we're killing the planet. And it's like, the problem with climate change is the planet will be fine. Species will evolve and adapt to whatever happens, yeah? And there'll be new species that come out because of it. So the planet and animal kind will be fine and things will change. The biggest problem with climate change is if we are only on this planet, we are fucked. We are killing ourselves. And they don't talk about this. It's humanity that is suffering the most because of climate change. And one of the biggest things we can do, not only to fight climate change, but also preserve the human race, is by us traveling space and getting deeper into space. Because we'll find when we go to space, every time we go to space, we create new technologies. We find new minerals. We find new gases or whatever, things on the periodic table because of space travel. And this is what I love. And the only way we're going to get more into space is by the commercialization of space. You know, be it doing movies in space with Tom Cruise, or mining asteroids, or building research centers on the moon and going to Mars. You know, we need to be pumping a shit ton of money. I wish, right? If I was in charge of the American government right now, my executive order will be NASA's budget is now the size and is now fixed to the same budget as the US military. Because I feel that NASA is just as important for American hegemony, American dominance, America's superpower as standing in the world. It's not just its military, but it's also its space travel in NASA. And if I was in charge, I would be pumping that fucking dollar into NASA and promoting companies to get out into space.
Do you think in our lifetime we'll ever figure out a way to move fast enough to make space travel significant for us to travel to things that are far enough away that might have
don't believe
life
so.
on or stuff like that? It's like,
I think at best we'll create like cryogenic sleep things, and we'll send a ship off, and then 60 years later they'll arrive and come out of cryo sleep. That I think we might get to before we all die. But anyway, we've been going for long enough. Chris, I will be having you back on again. We will be doing a monthly art stream. I will talk to everyone who I've thought of, find out when's best. We'll probably do it early morning Cyprus time, so that will be quite late your time, since that kind of works for everyone else because everyone's like a night owl anyway. But we're going to quickly go around the room. So Chris Holowicki, any final thoughts of what we've talked about tonight?
no final thought. Shit. No. No. I think we covered everything.
Stay metal.
I just want to say,
Satan, yeah.
oh yeah. Well, guys, if any of the 9 people watching right now, if you're not subbed to Drunken Atheist Studio, get good. I'll put it in the chat right now.
Well,
yeah.
I know our boy Kevin from Superpower Broadcasting is subbed to you. He said in the chat earlier, but he's had to shoot off now. But yeah, definitely everyone go sub to Chris Holowicki. I'll put it in the chat as well.
Just fun, just nothing too serious.
Yeah.
Just clowning around, making videos, talking about stuff.
Now
Nothing too heavy.
We'll go over to the deep south. What's going on in the south equator? Travis from Australia. What's going on, Travis?
Not much. Fucking boring. Waiting for Chris. I need to play Battlefront 2 next.
Fair enough. Well, yeah, like I said, Travis, earlier, I actually really enjoy it when you two stream together. You two make a fucking smashing team. When Chris has a guest on doing his games and whatnot, and when Chris has a guest on doing his unboxing and whatnot videos, they are bum ting. I'd hope to see Neighbor Babe back, or maybe Polly Pocket, or what was the other one? I can't think of her name right now. Tank Girl. Oh my god, I miss Tank Girl so much.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but yeah, Travis, it's great to see you on the streams with Chris. You bring some primo entertainment to the show, and you bring Chris out as well, which is brilliant.
It's Roach.
It's Rogue. We've got a lesbian from California invasion. Big up, Rogue.
What up, Rogue? Long
Chris,
time no-
I like your new mustache.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Looks like a Spanish pedo.
He's looking.
He looks like. He looks good.
He
looks
looks
good.
like Tom Selleck. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I shaved off my head too. I don't know if that's any good, but
Looks like a dirty Sanchez mustache.
That's something I haven't seen.
Travis, shut the fuck up.
How about now?
All right.
Alien.
Well, we're
Talk
wrapping
about
up
shit
here.
for someone buy an avatar.
So we're wrapping up here, Ro, but we'll come to you in a second. John McClane, any thoughts?
Any thoughts? Do you think Miss Leica might be able to come in on one of those art streams as well? Because she's Jesus, dude. She's phenomenal.
Of course, mate. Of course, we're going to get
Absolutely
Miss Leica. We'll talk to Miss Leica and get her on as well. because she is a legend, and she's one of the OGs from my original art stream. So it would be wrong not to have Miss Leica here.
Yeah, I don't want to be sent back to the gulag. She sent me there already.
Oh,
You gotta be careful. Leica's
Yeah.
very strict.
Yes.
Very strict. You gotta be very careful. Very careful.
And Rogue, you've literally come and joined us literally as we're wrapping up, but I don't know how much of the stream you've heard tonight. But basically, we're going to be doing an art stream once a month. We're going to have Chris on, we're going to have John on, and a few other people on, and we're going to do artsy stuff. We talked about that. We talked a few things about a few movies. So have you got any movies that are coming out that you really want to see this year?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't really. No.
No.
I just watch movies as they come and go. The ebb and flow.
Fair
Rogue,
enough.
should we have Chris do a review of Who Killed Captain Alex?
Yes, good.
Oh my God, that would be
Hilarious.
great.
I don't know what that is.
Alex,
Oh, Chris. Oh, it's a gem.
fucking guy.
All right, if
It's
we're doing that, we need to set Chris a target. So what, should we say a month he has to get it done within? So by this time next month, we expect that that review dropped.
Yes.
All right, so you've got till the
I don't know
20th
what
of
it is.
July, Chris, to review that movie. You've got quite a busy month, mate, so you better get on it. You've got a video to make for my channel. You got this one that Rogue and John want you to do, and I want that trailer of that documentary. So you got a busy month, mate.
Oh, by the way, if you use like one of those Google Docs, Google Dropboxes, whatever it is,
Yeah.
you could hire me to edit something for you. That's how I've done it. Like that dating app commercial.
Yeah.
That's how I've done it.
Ah,
So I'm
fair.
available for that if you need editing done. I noticed you mentioned something about it earlier.
Yeah. Well, when I get big, I want to get Rogue out into Cyprus because she's going to be like my camera woman and whatnot.
Yep.
So we'll get Chris Holowicki out here as the editor and whatnot. So yeah, we've got a nice.
Oh,
little team.
yeah. We got a whole company started.
All right. Well, to everyone watching, thank you very much for stopping by for this very early morning or very late evening stream. It's now 10 a.m. here in Cyprus, and I've got a busy day. Remember, everyone, please go sub to Chris Holowicki. The link is in the chat. I'll also dump it in the description.
Hello,
Yeah, the
hello,
stream.
Visky.
Holowicki.
Hello, Visky.
And remember, if you want to help out the old war kettle, buy me a cup of tea. The links are, as usual, are in the description. And until next time, everyone, have a great night, great day, whatever. Until then, peace, love you all, and bye!